Hey Facebook gang, it's Bob, and I am bringing you Positive Vibe session number 49. Happy Father's Day to all of you fathers out there, grandfathers. You know, today's obviously a special day to honor those who are fathers or father figures in our lives. And today's sesh, I want to talk just a little bit about the influence that many of you have had as parents in your kids' lives and other people's lives. As I was reflecting on this today, I remembered a story from, and I've told it many times to other people, but when I was about 10 years old, I went to a very nice restaurant in Chicago with my father and my mother. And as I ordered a steak, I started cutting up that steak into small bits, as my mom had always done, and she had, made it ready for me to eat. My father corrected me and said, "That's not how you cut a steak. And if you're ever in a business dinner, this is how it's done," and proceeded to show me how to hold the knife and the fork, how to cut one piece at a time, to chew it up and eat it, switch utensils, chew it up and eat it, wait, and then take the next bite. And I was, I remember hating that as a kid. Like, I told him, I'm never going to be a business dinner. I don't want to do it that way. And I was just I was a kid. I was, rebelling against the father as is normal in psychology. But I remember years later, I was in my first business dinner setting and remembering how thankful I was that I had learned that lesson, that it actually stuck with me, that I didn't make a fool of myself at dinner by grabbing my fork and stabbing my food or holding it this way and eating sideways. I was eating like an adult would eat. And as much as I rail against some convention, that lesson of being able to, it was less about how I was eating the food and more about what it enabled me to do. It enabled me to have civil discourse and conversation in between bites, and to really pay attention and listen to what somebody else was doing instead of just going after the next bite. It got me sort of one of my earliest mindfulness sessions on how to eat properly. And so anyway, and there have been several times since then I've witnessed other adults not really having the skill and etiquette to eat as you would maybe in a business setting, and just, again, thankful time and time again the lessons that my father taught me. So that goes for any number of things that crop up later in life. And I just want to say thanks to my dad, thanks to all the dads out there and all the parents who are teaching tough lessons to their kids that will last many, many years and may not necessarily be readily apparent as you're teaching them. It may not manifest itself for decades to come, but those life lessons are extremely valuable, and they're done out of love. So thanks for that. I hope that you all love each other each and every day, that you teach and inspire each other as my father taught and inspired me, even if that inspiration came a little bit after the fact. And I hope that you all reflect on how grateful you are for at least one thing in your life today. I'll come with you tomorrow for Positive Vibe session number 50. Cheers.